All right, hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Fire Engineering's Training Minutes. I'm Mike Dragonetti from Dragon Rescue Management. In this segment, we're going to cover how we can spot the elevator from the elevator machine room once the firefighters arrive up in the elevator machine room. There are multiple ways to do that. All right, so somewhere in the elevator machine room, overhead traction cable machine room, we're going to have a hole in the floor where we can gain a visual of the elevator in the elevator shaft. Especially if the elevator's on an upper floor, the motorroom team can have a vantage point of actually spotting the car from up here. One of the first holes we're going to point out to you is located just below this plywood. So I'm going to bring in firefighter Dragonetti, and he's going to come in. The first thing you want to make sure of is that if you see a piece of plywood laying on the floor, or you see something laying flat on the floor, it could be cardboard, could be numerous things. The reason for this plywood is to prevent the dust from coming up into the machine room and contaminating the equipment and causing a shutdown. So you want to never ever step on a piece of plywood. Always investigate it first. So right now what he's going to do, he's going to slide this out of his way. And now he has a vantage point to look down the elevator shaft with his flashlight. He can take a look and see what floor the car is on, just by looking at down the elevator shaft. Just keep in mind that this grating is not located in every elevator machine room that's out there. It's a vent hole. But we will show you another option where we can gain access to looking in the elevator shaft. All right, so another vantage point that we have to spot the elevator visually from the elevator machine room, just in case there is no smoke hole in that machine room, is we can look down the rope chute where the cables actually pass through the motorroom floor. It's just another vantage point that we have that we can spot that elevator on an upper floor. All right, so firefighter Dragonetti is going to come in with his flashlight at this point, and he's going to take his flashlight and he's going to shine it down the rope chute and take a look at the car that way. All right, and the final way that we can spot the elevator from the elevator machine room is by utilizing the elevator's controller and floor selector. So simply just opening up the cabinet doors without entering the actual controller itself. And we're going to focus in on that digital number that you see called the floor selector. Right now that elevator is stalled on the 14th floor. So in today's segment, we covered 3 ways that we can spot the elevator from the elevator machine room. We look down the smoke hole. If there's no smoke hole present, we can use the rope chute where the cables pass through the floor. And last but not least, we can open up the control cabinet and utilize the floor selector inside the panel. I'm Mike Dragonetti, and thank you for watching another edition of Fire Engineering's Training Minutes.